Hey guys, Southern Comfort here. As you can tell, it's early into the morning, and I just want to give a quick update onto the greenhouse on how well it's doing. It's doing better than I thought it was going to be doing, and I give praise to God and thankful for these water hose here. I threw these in before surgery. Just threw them in, literally, just threw them in. I've had them about 3 years, never got around to it. It was kind of on the plan, a possibility putting some in here, and I did, and it's helping out a lot, and it's been a blessing. So everything is looking super wonderful. Fixing to harvest some Swiss chard here, and I'm amazed at this point in time. These are cabbages that I did buy because I was having a problem with my seeds. This year with the lettuce and the cabbage, I was just having a time, and I think it's because of our heat. It's going to be 83 degrees here today, so for everything to be looking wonderful at this time of the year, it is, I believe it's October 1st, and to look this wonderful at the amount of heat that we've had, it's been super amazing. So I couldn't figure out why I was having such a time with everything, but you know, I've come to the conclusion that it was because of our heat. And so these cabbages I bought, and it took me 3 times to try to buy them. They were horrible, leggy, looked terrible, didn't know if they was going to make it. Put them in the ground, had to nurse them a little bit to get them to grow, and so now they look like they're gonna take off. But they were horrible to pay $6 for something that looks so bad. Over here I did get some lettuce starting to come up. Not all of it's coming up, but I am getting some lettuce starting to come up. So watching things grow is super wonderful. Even into my seed trays, I've had a little bit of difficulty with the cabbage and lettuce. This is early snowball flower, cauliflower. Early snowball cauliflower is early, and they're small. But I just want to give a quick update on how well it's looking into the greenhouse, considering that I've had surgery, and it's been it's a week out now as of today. And I'll be heading into the doctor's office this afternoon. And so that's going to be my first pre-op visit. But I'm super happy that I did get some things into the greenhouse, get it started, and get it into the greenhouse and see what happens, because I didn't have anything to lose. But these water hose here, little sprinkler soakers here, should I say, have been tremendously a big help. And another big help it also is that this water hose here is very light, it's flimsy. I've had it into the plant house, and I didn't like it outside. I had a couple of them. It's very, very light and flimsy, and that's got water into it, so it's still very light and flimsy. It's not hard to pull like a water hose, and it was very easy. It's very easy to maneuver into the greenhouse. So where some plants didn't have or not getting water because of my soaker, then I could always touch it up. So the soaker and that very super light water hose has helped me out tremendously. This is a new broccoli here that I've never grown before, and we're gonna see how well it does. I'm still uncertain about it because our heat, heat will make things very leggy. And so we're going to see how well that does, because it is tall, and I've never grown it before, so I don't know. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. And here's the lettuce that did come up, but it's very leggy. And I have harvested off of it, and I'll harvest again. So I'm thankful. You know what? I've got some lettuce, so I'm very thankful about that. But this year with the heat and everything, these cool weather crops are just having a time at it. I do see a little bit of cabbage coming up there. We'll see how they do. This bed right here has purple potatoes into it, but they have not came up. They've been down there for a while, so I'm getting to wonder on them. even though they haven't been watered. The onions are doing super, super, super. I did get one Cheers cabbage to begin with, so all my cabbages should be about that big if they had lived. But we're just, everybody, it's not just me. I hear a lot of talk about having their seeds, having a hard time with their seedlings coming up, their seeds coming up, or surviving, or being leggy because of the weather. So we're hot here. I mean, it's super hot. The sun is in a different position. It's also doing something differently that a lot of people don't know, that they're not talking about, and it's creating things to burn. And so yeah, but nevertheless, no matter what we're going through, we are to be thankful, and so I'm very thankful for that. The carrots are starting to look better. I was just about ready to pull them up at one point, but I believe they're going to take off. They do better outside. But then again, I've even seen a struggle onto my carrots outside. So I am early. I believe it's October 1st. If it's not, it's September the 30th. But I believe it's October the 1st. Yeah, it is October 1st, I think. So, yeah, so considering everything is really early, and that has to do with my situation. I just went ahead knowing I was going to be in a bind and gave it a shot. And it depends on where you live at. You know, planting my seeds, like most people are not having a time in cooler regions. But it was time for us to plant our seeds. We're just having unusual warm temperatures here. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, and I'll get videos out as much as possible. I harvested some kale yesterday, so I got kale yesterday into my raised bed. That was super wonderful. And I got some broccoli out there, and I've been harvesting radishes. I harvested radishes before surgery, and I made a big old salad. So I've been munching on that, and finished it up. But everything's doing super wonderful outside into the raised bed. The mustard did come up from all the rain we had, and everybody had a lot of rain. And we had a lot of rain before that hurricane came across the state. And pray for all those that's going through. I understand what you're going through. I've been through it. It's horrible. It really is horrible. Once you've gone through something like that one time, you always you stay on guard, and you prepare ahead of time. And that's like this greenhouse, preparing ahead of time, because I didn't know what I would be able to do. And I'm very, very, very limited this go around. I've had a lot of complications, and I've been very, very limited. It's very more difficult surgery this time. Every surgery seems to get tougher and tougher, but yeah. So I'll do a video on that, hopefully, coming up, talking about that a little bit. What happened, what went on, what didn't happen, what should have happened, or what I wanted to happen but didn't happen. You know, all the pros and cons, touch base on that basically into a video talking about that, because it's something I've been going through for a year and a half. About a year and a half, and I've just kept to myself about it, kept on going, kept on trusting God, kept on believing, kept on praising Him, you know, kept holding on, and kept moving. You know what I'm saying? Just because you go through storms doesn't mean you kind of throw in the towel, because circumstances, trust me, will want you to throw in the towel. It can be heartbreaking and gut-wrenching at times when you're going through difficulties, just like those people are going through that hurricane, all that disaster, and no power. And you know, thank God it's not 100-degree heat, and thank God, you know, those that don't have no power, it's just not a scorching, screaming hot going through something like that, because I've been through that, and it's horrible to go through with no water and no power, and it's gut-wrenching hot, sweating outside. Well, guys, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up onto my video. Just want to give a quick update to show you the progress of this greenhouse and how well it's doing considering everything I've gone through in my personal life. See you onto the next video.